I did so long ago. Put the pieces together and find me, survivor. You may be the only one who can.
What's up? Alright, I'm fucking dead. Okay. Not sure what killed me. What's up? Here we go again. I mean, I've played Ark for... Holy shit, I've never seen that before. I've got spawn rates like super fucking boosted. But I want it to be dense. I want it to be dense like I... And also, birthday event is active as well. I mean, I could play at standard rate, 10x. Which is fine, in my opinion. Anyway, now that I'm unmuted, you can hear me. So this is pretty much me explaining Ark.
Fairly unremarkable by
when I played it
standards. Oncorhynchus grexlamia is a generally passive fish.
Like just regular Ark, man. Like I think I started playing when it come out. As soon as it come out.
Oncorhynchus does not like conflict, and generally swims away from anything larger than itself.
Now we're boosted, you know, just because it's single player. You know, I mean, who wants to wait?
Oncorhynchus becomes quite
I
aggressive.
mean, you'll literally have to wait so long to raise them.
It locks onto its prey with its long saber teeth and begins draining the creature's blood. This loss of blood is not too dangerous alone, but when a school of Oncorhynchus attack at once, their target quickly loses speed and stamina from blood loss, drowning if it cannot breathe underwater. Like many of the smaller fish found on or around the island, Oncorhynchus cannot be tamed, but it is often herded and harvested for its resources. In particular, certain cuts of Oncorhynchus meat are considered to have superb quality and are often referred to as prime fish, used for specific high-end concoctions and taming the island's many piscivorous creatures.
Fuck it, do 4K, a bunch of stamina. Nice. I mean, anyway, I played it for quite a long time. Like, we did the politics, like the whole 9 yards, like the Django, Hydra Supremacy, a whole bunch of others, Legion, Dark Brotherhood on Xbox. Now, this is when the game had first come out. And I played it for a long stretch of time, like, all the way up until it died, until ultimately they killed it. But I went to PvE after they shut down legacy servers, because I mean, you had this tribe like Eminem Alliance or some shit, and I don't know, it just got old. I mean, life before cryopods, am I right? It's pretty shit. Like, you had to have guys around the clock watching shit. unless it was a weekend or an event. And I really liked the events that they had on the regular before Snell Games fucked it up. Cows really backing up. Oh yeah, I forgot there's babies. Claim the baby. You ought to grow. See, I even forgot about that. Like, I mean, life before that was even rough, man. You could go out and just see a good level Rex and then grab the baby. Like, I mean, you couldn't do that before. And even with oh yeah, they changed it. Casually killed his mom. Get an imprint on his front. Yeah, I mean boosted. Like, I mean it's whatever. Like, I mean, it doesn't bother me. You know, to an extent on an official server. But if I'm gonna play solo, I mean, why not boost it? I mean, yeah, it's broken. It's in a sense, but like flyer speed. Bro, I missed it. Flyer speed used to be the shit. It'd probably take forever for this guy to heal. Like, I mean, you used to could just fly so fast you could fly into people's bases, which was insane. Pterodons at like 400 movement speed was insane work. So, I mean, I really enjoyed it. Anyway, so I started on server 405, Tribe FMA. I originally wasn't with them. I was built in South Zone 1, and pretty much I just kept building up, and there was this fucking European guy. His name was Ducky Dabs. This dude pissed me off so fucking bad. Like, he was constantly come over. I mean, you know how it is, Mark, when you join servers that are governed by alpha tribes or even alpha alliances. I mean, they let you build up, and then as soon as a turret pops up from your base, you're done. That's how it worked on FMA, on the 405. And, anywho, I just put up with that guy's shit for like 2 months, man. And then I finally got to join these guys, which were FMA, built on Herbivore Island. And, they, I crafted for you. But anywho, they were built on Herbivore Island, and I would like talk to them. They even raided me a few times. They didn't have shit, and that's how you joined the Alpha Tribe back in the day. Just determination. Like, hey, this guy's been here for 2 fucking months. I want to just like, get him to farm for it or something. That's ultimately what happened. And farmed with these guys for a month, and then raised my first Pterodon, which was named T-Virus. And I've got pictures of the old base. This is like old art. This new shit. But anyway, like, I got pictures of the base. Like, Herbivore Island was fully sealed. And I'm pretty sure Ducky was an ice cave or below Crystal Mountain. Yeah, below Crystal Mountain in the north. Where is that? Northeast? Yeah, northeast of the map. And it wasn't too bad. I farmed for a little bit. Back when you had the Quetzal and Anki and shit like that, we'd go around the map, fucking hit everything, drop it off. Done that for about a month or so. And they started giving me stuff to raise shit. I started raising stuff. And, now, I believe FMA was alliance with Hydra, or in the Hydra Supremacy Alliance. And back then it was Hydra versus the Django. And I really didn't know anything about it at the time. You know, I was just getting into the game. It's 2017, you know. Anyway. Anyway, yeah, done that for a little bit. And then, you know, like with any instance of starting Ark and not knowing nobody, you not necessarily tend to inside people, but, you know, I would take a turret here, a turret there, and go to a server and build a small base, fucking wreak havoc. You know, this was before dinos could be tracked, shit like that, where they could track your server. They would, like, join, like, you'd have to be offline. You'd have to appear offline 24/7. Like, that was a major rule. To appear offline, make sure, like, in your screenshots, hide your server info, all this other bullshit. You know, just so that people couldn't find you. And it was good. I mean, I loved it, man. You know, and after that, they confronted me about the turrets. They were like, hey, you know, you got fucking turrets missing, bro. What the fuck's going on? And within that time of being in that tribe, I met a whole bunch of people. You know what I mean? I come from a trusted source, which was only like 3 or 4 guys, you know. And this is like we were raising gigas. Like, I mean, this was back before, you know, cryopods, you know, pokeballs. That's what we called them essentially. And I mean, it was hell, like literal hell to do that. And that's before Lead Sickness too. Like Lead Sickness didn't like this Temple Hammer. What the fuck is this? All Sky. That's something new. I mean, this is a totally new game, you know. And I've played this game for a little bit, but anyway, let's go back to the beginnings. So after they found out about that, ultimately they were like, "Hey, you need to leave," you know, or maybe not. I don't quite remember. I think I was like, "Hey, you know, I'm leaving since everything's going on or whatever." So I left. I left there, and I went to a totally different server by myself. And once again, you know, I had the roots because I was in with FMA. Not even sure what it meant, but anyway. Went to another server, met this guy named Icarus, or whatever his name was. And we ultimately started a base. So we started a base. We had like 2 or 3 other tribe mates. And nobody was fucking with us, man. I mean, we had the drive, you know, like we come from like Alpha Tribe, even though we were like farmers or whatever. I mean, I ultimately feel that's how everyone starts out, unless they know a friend of a friend of a friend. Like you can't just join up in a server and you know Ark. If you played Ark, you understand. 1,000% you understand. And this is PvP. You know, this wasn't PvE. Like we were grinding bullets, grinding metal every fucking day. And this was even before Scorched Earth expansion, which was I believe, the first one to come out. And yeah, we were on the island. Anyway, so Icarus, we built a base up, and we made a name for ourselves on that server. And then pretty much, I mean, we built up big enough, and we're like, hey, we need to fucking expand. So we expanded to the northwest region of the map, in the ice, in the snow or whatever. I fucking hated it because it's freezing all the fucking time. And we stayed there, and then ultimately the thing that I'd done previously in a big tribe, because Icarus wasn't in a big tribe before. He was just some guy I met that, done all this other shit and wreaked havoc on other servers. I mean, he was sort of known, but I mean, I was already in the roots of Hydra, pretty much. So, anyway, Icarus, one of the other tribe mates noticed Icarus leaving the server a lot. And he come to me and told me about it. And, I started keeping track of bullets and turrets and shit like that. We had like minimum 500 bullets or 1,000. I'm not too sure specifics. But, I had a minimum number in my head about how many bullets is in each turret. And then that number was like cut in half. Anyway, so that the number of bullets and turns were pretty much cut in half. And then I started watching him, and I confronted him. He's like, no, I ain't done this. 100%. Just because you don't want to lose your reputation or whatever. Anyway, so I confronted him. He confessed to it. We kicked him out of the tribe. He built a new base up between Volcano and Obsidian Mountain. If you're familiar with Ark, you know where that's at. It's north of the map. Up there somewhere. Anyway, don't know exact coordinates. Probably 25, something up there. Anyway, and this was even back before Ascension Cave was in the game. You could metal farm inside a volcano like it was nothing. Anyway, so once we came to an agreement with Icarus, he built a base between those 2 points of interest, and he got built up pretty good. We was built pretty well. We're well established. We was friends with him. We didn't want to cut him off completely because we come from the understanding of Ark and how it works. So Icarus built up, and then he ultimately became the enemy. And Icarus got wiped. And then that's the last we heard from Icarus. Icarus, or however you say that. I don't know how to say it. And this is all in like 2018. This is like a year later. Like, there was a lot of shit that happened in between that, but that's a whole gray area that I don't even remember, to be honest with you. But once Icarus was gone, I think we had got raided by the Django. That's when I found out it's like...
I've decided to take a brief vacation from the laboratory. Well, I say that I've decided to, but the whole thing was my assistant Isabel's idea. She noticed that I've been quite ruffled lately and suggested that I take a bit of time to myself before rushing headlong into my next experiment. Such an observant young woman, that Isabel. She's somewhat lacking as a chemist, but she understands my moods.
We'll let Rockwell talk for a minute. Let me grab a soda.
I dare say that an old-fashioned adventure will do me some good. Nothing like some rigorous recreation to clear the mind.
Mom, I'm out of soda.
Perhaps I'll go spelunking. Yeah, a splendid idea. I know just the place for it.
Alright, anyway, since he's done talking. So Icarus is wiped. It's just a totally different server. Not sure which server it was. But, yeah, I started on 405, so I can't really give you the numbers. Anyway, and then one of my tribe mates was named Shadow or something. Shadow, yeah, his name was Shadow. But on that server, we eventually got wiped by the Django Alliance. I can't be tribe specific. I don't remember tribe specific. I think it was Legion or something like that. So, after that, after we got wiped, Shadow kind of took off, done his own thing. I took off, done my own thing. And I rebuilt a new base, let's say in the northeast region of the map. Like up by Carno, up on the mountain, like hidden in the mountain. And I've got the birthday event active. I thought it was cool that you could do that. But anyway. Fuck. What the
Hey, Janie. Not sure why I'm just getting around to writing home now. Ain't like I can mail you anything from underground. Maybe you heard. I never made it to France.
What the
Though
fuck?
I guess you wouldn't know that's where I was supposed to be headed before I woke up inside this monster spider nest. I tell you, my skin was crawling even before I found this homemade camera and typewriter hanging around in a cobweb. I don't want to think about what happened to the owner, but at least it saves you having to make out my chicken scratch handwriting. Seemed like I wandered around in the dark forever before I managed to throw together a torch and shed some light on the situation. Right away, I wished I had it. Just about everything creeping around down here is too damn big. If bugs as long as my arm ain't weird enough for you, I saw an honest-to-God saber-toothed tiger prowling around. I don't need to tell you I kept my distance from that mean old cat. Not sure how it didn't smell me. I must reek to high heaven by now. Gotta sign off now. Something's just blew out the cave wall, so daylight's shining through. Looks like there's a tropical jungle out there. I can even hear birds calling. Can't wait to roast up a few of those.
Oh my God!
I'm not looking forward to having to squeeze past an 8-legged carcass the size of the bus. Be glad you're not here too. Bob.
Anyway, so I was built in the northeast region of the map, and I probably had like a 1x4 or some shit, something small and stupid, just to troll with. You know, like recovering, just getting on to play, keeping it small so I get rated. And it was full metal. And I'm on the beach at some point in time, you know, just, I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but I seen a boat coming by. This is back when you could stack walls inside of walls, inside of walls, inside of foundations, inside of foundations. You know, if you played OG Ark, you know what I'm talking about. Like you have 6 walls, 6 wall thick base. Like, and the walls are like touching each other, inside of each other. Not 6 foundations, but you could have like 6 walls, 6 foundations inside of each other. And ultimately a boat come by, and that's what this guy was building. And his name was Great Calf. Dude's Australian or something, I don't know, but it was fucking hilarious. Sounded like the guy Faceless. Might have been Faceless, I don't know, before his prime. But and enjoyed playing with him. Played with him for like a year on the beach. Met the guy on the beach, bro. Complimented his bass, and we were friends for like a year, 2 years maybe. But damn it, we're just fucking. I hate the new maps, bro. Just curtain. Anyway, played with him. Built rockets, wreaked havoc. Had a great fucking time, huh? And then after the island expedition, let me see. I didn't do any boss fights at the time. I didn't really get into boss fighting until I moved into the PvE stages, like 2022, 2023, somewhere in there. Like the last year of Ark, I played PvE. But anyway, met him. Eventually got raided again. Took a small break. Then we moved to the center. So on the center, not a lot of people know on the southwestern cliffs of the center, there's a cove. Like a big ass cove inside of the mountain. Now, at this time, he didn't have Pokeballs. All you had was Quetzals and platforms, and that's how you flew shit in, or you walked them to it. And you couldn't walk to this base. You had to literally fly to it. The only way to it is you had to fly to it. No exceptions, no walking. This is before tech suits. was even in the game, I think, where it was rare. Like, no Chinese at the time played the game to the point of where they hacked shit. But I don't even think TechSoup was in the game yet. But, and we had this sick ass fucking base, man. Like, it was pillared up. And Shadow was with me. It was pillared, like, from the bottom to the ceiling. And you got in through a behemoth gate. Like, you couldn't sit on the outside and shoot rockets at us because of our defenses. Like I mean, you just couldn't. It was unraidable. You couldn't raid it, and it never got raided. And it stood for like 8 months. We lived in this base for 8 months, and attack after attack after attack. Like and there was water below the cliff, so if you chain bowled somebody, it would just fall straight in the water and drown, which was fucking amazing. Like, which was one of our top defenses, is if they were on Quetzes, you just chain bowl them, hit the ground, they're dead, done deal, raid over. There were no zip lines or no grapples. Yeah, grapples were in, but I mean it was pointless. It was useless. Tree platforms wasn't even in the game, I don't think. Like it's sometimes it's hard to decipher old art between this new art because I played both of them. But anyway, so we had that base for like 8 months, and I mean we were doing good. We were raising things, getting along with people, like forcibly getting along with people on the server. Because they couldn't, like, there was no way to force our hand. Like, nobody could put us in a situation. Like, and they did black metal nodes and shit, but I mean, that was nothing to deal with. There was a few ways to get metal there rather than going to farm it. You could farm it on different maps. What the fuck is Pteranodon? I always forget to fucking pee. Really, what happened with us is we just fell out. Like, we got bored. That sounds weird, but I mean, you play in a spot for 8 months, and then it just got old. And then ultimately, I mean, I destroyed everything. Shadow was losing sleep, fucking up in school and shit. It was like back when he was in school. And ultimately ended there. And he was pissed, But I was actually doing him a favor, huge favor. But, and then months later we played again. But, I mean, the base was awesome. I wish I had pictures of it. Damn, there's more. And, let me see. What was I on then? I went to the, what is that map called? It's the glitchy one that was built by modders and not developers. You know what I'm talking about. Damn, I really can't think of it. Anyway, it's the one that has the dragon and the manticore in the boss fight. Can't think of the name. Don't know why. So, I went there. Built a base in the Redwood Spa base. Like, immediately had Species X up. Had 2 turrets up. Just had a horse. RG, a few other tames. That was given through the grapevine of my link to Hydra. Supremacy Alliance, because I had friends in it that I met through FMA. So, the span of like 5, 6 years, 8 years, to be honest with you, maybe longer than that, I don't know. And that map on the center, we probably played there a year, like, just honestly. Probably had that same base for a whole year, every day. What else? So anyway, it's built in the Redwood on, fuck, I can't think of the server. Damn it, what's the name of the map, dude? Anyway, I was built there, I got raided. Then Shadow hit me up, you seen I was playing. And then out of all things, Shadow had joined the Django Alliance. They're a friend of his. So, and this was Ragnarok. Yeah, Ragnarok. So they were also built on Ragnarok. Not the same server, but a different server, same map. So they was built in the pillars of like the center of the map or somewhere. I don't know where it was at, but they were built up off the ground. You had to fly to it. You couldn't walk. What the fuck am I here? Anyway, that's where I joined the Django Alliance, which was total fucking enemies of Hydra, who wiped us on the island server when I played with the cars. Remember? So all these stories start to make sense. So when I played with them, they gave me like Rex eggs and shit. It's like, hey, raise these fucking Rexes, or you can raise them yourself. So I was there for a total of a week, like 1 week's time. And this is the Django Alliance now. So I was there for a total of 1 week's time. And then the Rexes weren't finished. And I raised them, and I had another guy raise them too. Help me with them, because Cryopons are missing. And woke up one morning, everything was gone. Everything got wiped. So everybody's like, what the fuck? You know? And then I'm in the chats, like, you know, like we had group chats and shit that I got invited to. So at this point in time, I was in Hydra Supremacy's group chats, and I was also in the Django Alliance group chats. And there's this guy in the Django Alliance named Chugs. Big Chugs or some shit. I don't know. Dude talk out of his fucking nose. Like an Australian guy or British guy. You sure with your old boy? You gotta go get your fucking. Fucking insane. Funny as fuck. But, there's Chugs and there's a few other people. And then they all went to Redwood. I mean, not Redwood. Fucking. Yeah, that was that map. The center. They all went to the center. And then their tribe name was Legion. Yeah. Good. Titan, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so Chugs and them went to the center. I'm not sure how long he hung around for. I'm not sure if he stayed or he left. But there's a few memories coming back to me from before when I was built on the center for 8 months. So let's go back in time a little bit to when I was built on the center. By myself with Shadow. On the cliffs of southwest region of the map. So, so there was there's a few other tribes on there, and one of them was the Dark Brotherhood. So the Dark Brotherhood was led by Mistress or some shit like that. Can't think of her name. It was a Mexican lady, and her kids played, and her husband played. Oh, we're getting arced on single player? Anyway. So it was the Dark Brotherhood, and then there was another guy named Ocean's Light or some shit. He wasn't in Dark Brotherhood. He was just friends with him. He like raised shit, fucking farmer, pretty much. But and I didn't fucking like the guy. 69, 75. Anyway, I didn't fucking like the guy, and ultimately, like. The dude was fucking weird. I hated the guy. I don't know, he just gave off that fucking snaky vibe. And so, yeah, there's some crazy animation. So this guy. So anyway, Ocean's Light had a Thyla or something, and we wanted to buy the Thyla from him. He ultimately scammed us. We told the Dark Brotherhood, which were pretty much like server admins, and the Dark Brotherhood at the time was, I believe, alliance with the Django. I'm not sure. I really didn't get them or remember or something, but you know, like this was on the center server, and they ultimately got wiped as well. Oh, somebody in the chat said what's up. They ultimately got wiped. What's up, man? So anyway, they got wiped. I'm fucking starving. They got wiped, but it was an all-out war. All-out war. Like 6-7 day war. New to Ark? No, I've played Ark for like 10 years, my guy. I'm just explaining my story, just to have it in the archives for one day, even if people join and listen or don't. Like, we're the story of Beach Bob to ultimately Alpha Alliance / politician of Ark. And, I'm just explaining, just checking this out on single player. At Casnell Games is ultimately going to kill it again, as always. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Hey, I haven't spent that many hours in this game, but bro, I think I had I don't know, like 570 days played. Like 570 days played of my life looking at this screen playing this game on Xbox. Because we started originally on Xbox, you know. But anyway, so the Dark Brotherhood was on the center. This is like my lore of my game, like of my experience on Ark, pretty much. Like I'm just getting it out there so that you know, one day I can look at it and remember all this shit. And I really don't remember a whole lot, but I remember brief moments of times when like Snail Games come around and their moderators fucked everything up, and then when legacy servers went offline and everybody had to migrate to the new servers and shit like that. And then life before Cryopods ultimately was not that great, to be honest. So when they come out, I feel like they catered to the average gamer, which is awesome, you know? Like, not most games that do that. So, I mean, Cryopods made it so that, you know, the guy that works a 9 to 5 could come home and cryo his dino and uncryo it when he's home, you know? When he goes to work, he cryos it and leaves. Which was good, but, you know, like Ark Aquatica, you know, we don't have to talk about that. Pretty shit. So anyway, Dark Brotherhood. Ark Apocalypse servers and trying to call Enclave, but some of them are cockroach and they get ready. You gotta read your comment, my guy. What's that? Yeah, I understand you fully on that, man. It's Ark politics, man. Some servers are KOS, like instantly kill you if you throw up a wood shack and they got a big base and fucking ice cave or something, you know. If you can still build in caves on this one, I'm not sure. But, you know, so far this way, I've been rated 6 times by a tribe of 40. Yeah, that's normally how it goes, man. And I'll be honest with you, like, so I played regular Ark PvP for probably 7-8 years straight. And then I swapped over to PvE. I mean, I hated PvE. Like, Why would you want to play a fucking game and then not be able to kill people? You know what I mean? But there was a loophole in PvE, like a big loophole, which made me love it, bro. You could warp people. Big shotgun, full flak, and a few RGs. Yeah, that's amazing, bro. Like, RGs come in clutch. Definitely double barrel shotguns. Camping high loot drops or high traffic areas, shit like that. But, like, I went to PvE, man, and then you could alliance raid people. You could alliance war people. Like, if person A was in an alliance with person B, and your person C can war his friend A, and it'll drag person B into the war. And then you could ultimately, like, fucking wipe them, bro. Like, I done this shit on mobile. Like, I played Mobile Arc a few months ago, like, for 6 months straight. I got a whole Discord, man. It's got like 6,000 members in it, like where I would sell in a trading post for mobile. It's like 5,000 members in it. It's still active to this day. But hackers kill mobile. Like, I mean, I found out the hard way. You know, I built up, and then we wiped the base on Herbivore Island, completely cleaned the island, because you could pay to win. Like, it was legit pay to win. Like, you could hack craft shit with keys, and I spent like $2,000 hack crafting grenades, and then blew up the whole island. And so from that, we built up, and then built spikes, and then these guys had a mech over there, like, but you couldn't get on extinction, and then the fucking Chinese brought a mech over and just sliced everything up. So I mean, I ultimately quit Arc Mobile, but I mean, I made good money on it. But a lot of people would disagree with that, but if somebody's willing to spend, you know, $5 here every Friday, it's whatever. And I hooked people up, bro, big time. Also gave away shit, tons of shit back to the community. And that's ultimately what happened to me on mobile too. My base got, like, I would log in to check my base and whatnot. Wasn't nobody in the tribe, but you know, people would still. There were, like, still hackers, like, bad hackers on there, bro. Like, they could join your tribe, kick you, take all your shit, demolish it. That's ultimately what happened. I had, like, 6,000 dinos on there, bro, in cryo fridges. I've got pictures and videos of all of that. Like, my complete Arc mobile experience. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. 100%. 1,000% looked better. 1,000% looked better. I'm sorry I ain't giving you much to watch. Trying to get used to the UI again. We got Tyranid Shepherd. Yeah, I mean, and then I used to be against Boosted and all that shit. Yeah, Russian, yeah. Yeah, those guys. Those are the new guys. I honestly, I mean, I like the changes they done to Stonehenge and stuff like that. Yeah, I got time, man. I'm just hanging out. You know, like the changes they done, the demographic changes they done to the map, like the volume, or like the depth of field through everything, but it just doesn't feel the same. You know, as a new player coming in, yeah, fuck yeah, it's awesome. Game looks amazing. But coming from an old Arc player, like, it's different. Like, Metal Mountain sucks so bad, bro, on Island. And I know you can go to Aberration, farm it in the blue zone with a car key and all this shit, with Anki and solo it or whatever, but still, that's too much. Solo player, like, there used to be a lot of metal spawns on Herbivore Island. At least 15 nodes. Oh, wow. Yeah, I've had a few, a few foreign letters left. But, I mean, it's just, I mean, you can't combat that, bro. Like, that's shit we just have to deal with. And that's crossplay for you, man. Like, all these games are catering to crossplay. Like, I played PC, I played Tarkov, I played PCR. It's just too many hackers. So I'll come back to console. Now I'm on PS5 now, but like, you can't defend against that. you know? Back in the day, you could defend 10 people, bro. Movement speed leveling on tames. Yes and no. If they would have limited it, I mean, they could have put a limit on it. You know, we had pterodons with 400 movement speed, and you could literally fly into the mesh of somebody's base, which was insane. Yeah, it was fucking amazing. Like, if you had one, bro, it was awesome. You couldn't beat it. But there used to be metal nodes all up here. I mean, and then the change of the nodes, like, I mean, yeah, it looks cool, but I mean, I don't know. I think it's all right. Yeah, I guess it's all right. But I guess there is still a lot of metal up here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I mean, there's a few still up here, but not as many as when it was just art. There's a horse. It's crazy. That's a unicorn. I got shit boosted though, man. You know, just to enjoy it because I probably won't be on very long every day. But I mean, yeah, like the flyer. Yeah, I've got it turned on here. I don't even remember how to. I like it to give image feature, but I don't like it when the finance. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, I think all I used to pump was like health, fortitude, a little bit of weight, shit like that. But I still do something to this day, and I even done it on mobile that not many people know about, bro. And I've got videos of it, and I need to post them. It's like running Brute Cave in the northwest. You can, it's gonna sound crazy. So, melee bobs or so. Oh yeah, fucking clubs, bro, is insane. It sucks. But in the west, like running Brute Cave on a PvP server. But I used to take a rock drake. You take a rock drake, right? You pump stamina. You pump like 2,500 stamina. Shit made the other day by naked. Yeah, that's crazy. The level alone is crazy. And you could pump that drake with 2,500 stamina, 2,500 or how much? Yeah, about 2,000 oxygen, and that's it. Don't pump nothing else. And then go invisible, like, you know, press down on the right stick if you're on console. And then you can make it all the way into the Brute artifact. Hop off, grab it, hop back on the Drake, and leave. Like, nothing will aggro to the Drake when he's invisible. Nobody ever done that but me. People thought it was fucking insane when I told them. Like, only a few people knew about it. There's not even videos on it. You can't find a video of somebody running Brute Cave with a Drake. And I've done that shit ever since boss fights became a thing. Or when they started rewarding you for boss fights, because used to you just do it and get XP. You wouldn't get shit. Like before the tech era. What's that? See, that's new. It's a big fucking turtle. Never seen that before. Pretty much dead. This fucking thing. And then a lot of people don't even know you can put a raft in the volcano. You can still do that to this day. Put a raft in the volcano is insane. You ever get amazed by that? This guy here was passed out. But I mean, as far as like demographic changes, it looks good, but it just doesn't feel. You think they would bring back Evolve service back like they said? My honest opinion, bro. If you want my honest opinion, it's gonna die. The game's gonna die. You know, they may still have custom servers, but this game is going to die just like the first one. Reason being, Snail Games, they don't take their profit. Okay, so hear me out. Snail Games bought this from Wildcard. Bought the rights from it completely. They passed it if you put a raft on lava, the render distance dies. Gotcha. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense to why. Yeah, I ain't tried it on this one. I've done it on mobile. It still works on mobile. Yeah, my bad. I got confused for a second. But, so the game, Snail Games, doesn't take their profit and put it back into the game. Being that, look at the Ark Aquatica trailers and shit. Like, there's a whole study and there's whole videos on that. Yeah, on Evolve it still works. Because it's the OG. Anyway, so the game's going to die because Snail Games is a production company. They're not a... Yeah, for real. They're a production. Like, they don't do half the shit by themselves. And they put all their money into this electric car company that ultimately went fucking bankrupt. So they lost money. Then they come out with Ark Aquatica. Then they lost money on that. But the player base on Ark is strictly like they used to make. Yeah, what the fuck? That was crazy. Hey, bro, I seen it and I cringed. Like, what the hell? It's crazy. Yeah, yeah, dude, it made me sick. You know, I was kind of hyped about it too. I think everybody was kind of hyped about it, to be honest with you. But anyway, back to the Ark story of I'm probably 3 years in at this point, and Dark Brotherhood got wiped. It was a huge battle. Ocean's Light got wiped too. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hey, I got some funny clips of Hunt Showdown. I ain't got really much of Ark on here yet. But I got a bunch of old, like, Xbox clips and shit I need to upload. I still got them. I just got to upload them. I probably got 5 or 6 gigabyte worth of videos and stuff and pictures. But Dark Brotherhood had got wiped. And I'm not sure what alliance they were part of. But when Shadow had joined up with the Django Alliance, I joined up with them, and then we played for like a week, and then we got killed. Got completely wiped off. It was a huge war. Like, I don't know. I wasn't on for like 2 days or something. I don't remember. But anyway, their base was gone. And then we had went back to the center, and that's where I met a few other guys. And then once again we built up on the cliff, on the cliff. Yeah, it's awesome, bro. Yeah, you can't beat like original things like of Ark. Just the nostalgia of it is amazing. But I mean the map's beautiful, I guess. But like the shit up here, I feel like, ragged, rocky. It looks good, I guess. I don't feel like it's as dense as it was before, though. There used to be so much crystal up here. And then there also, I think there was crystal at Volcano as well. But I know this Obsidian Mountain right here, they completely, like, screwed it up. Completely screwed it up. This used to be the spot, bro. So yeah, I don't have the time to say it, but Dark Brotherhood got wiped, and then we went back to the center with Shadow. Played for like a week and then quit for another like 5 months or so. Look at this mountain. Like, how are you supposed to get these? There might be something new in the game that I don't know about. I don't know. But I'm OG, like Quetzal, Karkanos, Anki type days. As a solo, this shit would be rough. I guess not with a Karki. Karki would probably be pretty easy. But it's just rigid. Look how rigid this mountain is now. Make sure all the notes are in the same place. I used to do note runs in like 20. Yeah, I quit for a few weeks, maybe a few months, I'm not sure. And that was the final stand. So after that, I joined Legion, which was, I don't know, that's really far, which was part of the Django Alliance. Another Legion tribe, which was part of the Django. They had rebuilt or something, or I don't know, but I know they had got wiped before. I had joined those guys on Center, and it was all out. It's funny. Yeah, there's Helicrystal down here still, which is amazing. I've ascended a few times. Not a whole lot, but I really didn't start exploring like each individual DLC until I moved to PvE after 8 or 9 years of PvP. And that whole story I just told was 8 or 9 years long, but there was so much shit in between that. I just can't remember. I know the Redwood. I hate the fucking Redwood. I used to dread flying through the Redwood. I'd fly around the Redwood. I would never fly through this place. Ever since they came out with the Thylas. This place sucked. I mean, I had fun. You know, Ark experience. You know, it's evolved. And then I played, when this game come out, I started playing it for a little bit. No, hold up. Alright, so after that huge DDoS war, I said, fuck it, I'm going to try PvE. So I joined an island server, and I built in Stonehenge as a beach spot, as always. So once I built up there, this was probably 2020. Yeah, 2020. I met a guy named Joey Mesa. He was like a kid, like a 15-year-old kid or something. He was cool as fuck. European guy or whatever. And he hooked me up with some stuff, and I built up. And then Joey had a friend, some dude from California, I don't know what his name was. And, I mean, he was cool too, he played for a little while. You know, that's when I really started doing the boss fights and stuff, like, you know, actually doing the lore of the game, because you could enjoy it. You didn't have to worry about, you didn't have to watch your back all the time. You could play the game for itself. But you could also war people, and that's what happened on that PvE server. There was this guy in the north that, I mean, Joey didn't like, and Joey allied with him. And no, I allied with him. I became his friend like over a month and a half time. This is some dirty shit going on. I become his friend, and ultimately talked him into like, hey, you know, let's do a club fight. You know, he come to my base. And we was talking shit to each other. Yeah, and I was small. My base was small, bro. I had a really small base, but enough to like raise shit. Like everything was exposed because it was PvE and I had to put nothing inside. And so he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna wipe your base, bro." I was like, "Sure, try it." So Joey got into position over by his base, and I warred the guy. And he got to my base, and I had some turrets and shit up, and he started draining them. But all while he was at my base, Joey was blowing his shit up with rocket launchers and munching his shit with gigas. It's crazy. I still don't even think cryopods was a thing at this point. Or it may have been, I don't know. I'm not sure when they come out with them. But, we done that. And then wiped the guy, and the dude threw a fit, and he left. He never played again, I'm sure. So, that was the PvE life. So we done a bunch of boss fights, and then before Lead Sickness, when you could enjoy rafts, now you can't unless there's something I don't know. It was a good time. So I ended up playing PvE for like 3 or 4 years. Done every boss fight in the game. Found every Explorer node in the game. Tamed every dino in the game. Every tameable dino in official servers. Like none of these, I never played boosted servers or custom servers. Everything was official. Like I've always played official. If I'm gonna play a game and I know I like it, I'm gonna get into it. I'm not playing custom servers. Even the PvE servers weren't custom or official servers. Yeah, I mean it sucked, but you know, it was whatever. You know, it wasn't nothing to get built up or level up to 70 by doing a note run in the south and the west and the east on island. But I don't know. So after that happened, I think I got rid of something. All right, let's fast forward to 2024. Start of 2024. I downloaded this game. If that's when I think it's when it come out. Downloaded this game, played it. It was fucking amazing. Had a base on the beach. Bought the Bob's Tall Tale DLC and built a nice little house or whatever, PvE base, of course. Because I'm just done with the politics of PvP. Like, there was so much more to that story. Like, I don't know who eventually done who in, but I think they all dissolved. You know, Django and Hydra dissolved. I'm not sure if they're still a thing, but you had these other guys coming up in the ranks called Eminem or some shit like that. And they were starting to make a name for themselves. A lot of guys started joining them, and then ultimately, I know Hydra Supremacy Alliance dissolved into nothing. But, I mean, there's so much more shit to that story, because that was all an 8-year span of original art, from the day it fucking released to the day it died, even after Legacy servers. Until the day they shut the game down. Like, they come out with the game, I got off that weekend, started playing it that weekend, didn't get off of it until they shut it down. It's crazy work. All within that time, got married, had a kid, and all that other shit. And a divorce. Anyway, so I started playing Ark Mobile. And I started playing this game, based on the beach, some other shit. And then the boss fights really looked good. Just everything in this game, about this game, looked good. Yeah, that's still a thing. Yeah. And just really enjoyed it for a little bit. And it just got old. And then I let everything decay. And then I come back, played again, let everything decay, and then took the longest break ever. And then didn't start playing Ark Mobile until February of 2025. And I went pretty hard on that game for about 5 or 6 months. Got a Discord server called Ark PvE Non-Pass. Got like 5,000 members in it. Sold a bunch of stuff. Made a bunch of friends. Done every boss fight in the game. And then hackers can join your tribe and kill your shit. Started on an island server, of course. Started in the north between Volcano and Snow Mountain. Or between Obsidian Mountain and Snow Mountain. And then, what happened after that? Snow Mountain. Met a guy named Superman Daho. I mean, dude was pretty cool. Helped me out from the start. I mean, it's like now, I honestly have no interest in playing this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just know everything. Like, there's no more lore to it. I mean, I want to play, but I just can't make myself play it. Like, definitely PvP. If I play PvP, I would fucking be miserable. Anyway, played PvE on mobile. And I also played PvP on mobile. But hackers, man. Mobile is just full of shit. Like, it's just so fucking full of the Chinese. It's crazy. And then I moved to Extinction when Extinction finally released. I love Extinction. It's probably my favorite fucking map. I'm not gonna lie. Just because I got my hands on some element one time when I killed somebody, I became addicted to it. That ain't good. And I just love the cool factor of it. Like having tech this, tech that. Everything was tech. I had a full tech castle in the Sunken Forest. It was amazing. But I mean, I might come back to this game one day. I literally spent $40 last night. I was like excited to play it. Here I am. But I mean, I think I'm gonna leave it at that for the first episode, and we might come back to it. We might not. I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, that's my introduction of Ark and shit like that. I mean, I've had a pretty long time in this game and served it well or whatever, but it definitely did not serve the people well. Because we were raiding bases on PvP in Evolved, and they would have tons of shit, like holy shit, and then a guy would come over with a single giga foundation wipe us like it was nothing, like we were a piece of fiber, and there was nothing you could do. Nothing, I mean, absolutely nothing. But watch your hours and hours and hours of work just dissipate in a single bite. Giga was doing like 4 million damage. It's crazy. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess we'll send it off there. And I'm sure I'll cover more in a future video or whatever, but that's Skullruler's Ark lore of everything that happened that I've been through. But I mean, we'll cover more of it, but we'll just get this one out there for now, just to be the start of things. If I do continue to play this game. Well, thank you. Catch you later, bruh.